Welcome everyone to Essential Erin Intuitive's Halloween treat. I'm going to use a novelty deck based on one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Supernatural. I realize not everyone is familiar with it, so I'll do my best to give a quick bio on the featured characters as I go. I hope you all enjoy it, and now it's time to carry on, my wayward viewers. Welcome to you, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this Halloween version with the Supernatural deck. So let's go ahead and get started right off the bat with the Devil, the Death, Temperance, the Ten of Blades, the Three of Blades, and the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Devil, Lucifer is definitely a hoot. I mean, I just love, God, I wish I could remember the actor's name that plays the devil. But basically, Lucifer is just really full of corruption, overindulgence, and egotism. So really, what the devil is warning you of those things, reminding you that you need to keep those things in check, that you have to be mindful of your motives and goals. And the thing is those very things are what Lucifer has in abundance. So he's a great representative for this. And of course, he is the devil in Supernatural. It keeps you in a negative thought pattern, and your actions tend to be more negative when you are really pushing for what you want regardless. It's like, I want, me. It's a lot of work, and it ends up being very negative. People don't want to be around you. People don't want to be around you. So the devil's reminding you, keep that in check. It's okay to think about yourself. It's okay to have your weak moments where you give in to, and you overindulge, give in, maybe do something that you wouldn't normally do. That little tiny bit of corruption might sneak in there, but you have to be careful. You need to consider the outcome of your actions. You really have to think about that and be mindful of what you do. Especially the devil's remind, it's something bad. It's something that you really would rather not do, but it's something you really can't help yourself either. So just keep that in mind and keep it moving, but don't fall into that negative thought pattern like, it's all about you. It's not all about you, Scorpio. So then we have Death. And Death is one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. He's an ancient being and has a very important role in keeping the natural order by beginning the transition from life to the afterlife. That transition will have a big impact, of course, on life, and it can be challenging but worth it. So in this case, I often feel like we're not talking about the actual death of something, but it is that big transitional end. So, and I don't mean like the death of something. I don't feel like it always represents death like we think of death. It's not the end and then nothing beyond that. In this case, death is talking about something that really does have to end in the most finite of ways in order for something new and wonderful to come to you, something new and positive. So death, really, when you look at how death is represented in the tarot, he is not talking, and even Death in Supernatural, Death was a cool dude. I like Death. He sat there and chilled and ate pizza and drank red wine with Dean, remember? I mean, Death is a cool dude. So it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be something that's looked at badly. Death in this case, I feel like, is helping you with those things that you are having trouble controlling, or things that you want to maintain control of. Not necessarily having trouble, but maintaining control of. So then right on cue with those two doing their thing, we have Sheriff Jody Mills as our Temperance. And she is the epitome of temperance. She's a strong woman who confidently handles a bunch of roles. She is successful in her career. She is a fierce hunter and a very protective foster mom. She is definitely able to maintain her status quo, but still get involved when necessary and make things turn out well. The fact that she is a foster mom, we know that she took in at least 2 girls that Sam and Dean rescued from some horrible fate, and rather than have them, be teenagers and go into the system, she took them in because she knew it was the right thing to do, and as we know, it went very well, worked very well. So just Jody's reminding you that you have to be mindful of things that you do, how you adjust to things, and stay calm during stressful situations, because being neutral can be very helpful. So, and can really help you think clearly and what is the best option. What is the best thing for us to do here? She's definitely there for that. Then we have the 10 of Blades. Now, the 10 of Blades, Sam and Dean actually discover their half-brother Adam Milligan when, as part of John's diary, when they're following their father's diary, and they, like I said, or if you've watched the show, you know that the boys have been following their father, trying to find him, and all sorts of things happen during that search. Well, one of them is they find Adam. So this is Adam right there as they fall into the pit. They fall into the pit and end up in the cage with Lucifer. So when Adam gets involved, when he gets swept up in their supernatural mission, he eventually does land in the cage, in Lucifer's cage, with Archangel Michael, his brother Sam, half-brother Sam, and Lucifer. So how about that? You find out you have brothers. You find out there's a family business where we kill monsters and we hunt things. And then not only do you find out about that, but you get to see it up close and personal in one of the worst ways. So what the 10 of Blades is reminding you of, a dramatic turn of events could be coming for you, Scorpio, and it could really almost be life-altering. So you have to stay sharp and be prepared for things like, expect the unexpected. Great statement. Expect the unexpected. And then remember, the fate is very fickle. So you really don't know what's coming for you. So it is kind of a good idea. Sometimes you have a little bit of a precursor. I don't know if poor Adam knew he was going to end up in Lucifer's cage, but I know that once he met his brothers and knew what they were talking about, knew what they were doing, he knew something bad was going to happen. Then we have your 3 of Blades, Madison. And she was the victim of a werewolf bite, and they really tried. Madison and several other hunters, including the boys, of course, really searched high and low for a cure. Very relentless in their search, and they really didn't find anything. In the end, nothing was going to break that except for, of course, death. So she did go ahead and sacrifice her own life to save the other people, and make sure everyone was safe. So that 3 of Blades kind of represents sorrow and a sense of loss, maybe even a sense of betrayal. So in this case, especially because we're looking at that 10 of Blades, like, you know what, I need to be prepared. Well, the 3 of Blades is saying, well, something is coming. Something that is going to make you pretty unhappy. So just remember that you do have these cards balancing each other out. You have those 3 power cards right there, boom, 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 the Devil, Death, and Temperance, saying something big is coming for you, Scorpio. Probably not going to be the most pleasant thing, but just try to be as prepared for it as you can. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, and that's saying that wealth and healthy finances are going to be in your path this week. So satisfaction, that feeling of satisfaction, because you know you have all you need. You may not have everything you want, but you definitely feel this week, Scorpio, like you have everything that you need. And that is what I'm seeing for you this week. Happy Halloween!